EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And only able to get this to the 19s. We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
54, right there, 54 now. Who that? Patchy. Mikey, 18.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Fuck you, run jet sweep for it.
Jones to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Gain of 12. 1st down, Chargers.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Wilson. Just keeping the play alive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Loss on the play. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. Defense able to come up with a stop.
The play is a turnover on down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now a handoff looking right.
I'm all over that. Do that.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job.
Let's go! That's my nigga Simmons. Let's fucking go, nigga. Fucking
Simmons picking it off.
Man. Hey.
And they will
Don't let me get
all
crazy.
the way down
Don't
near
let me
the
get
40-yard line.
crazy. Stop playing with LA. That's me. I'm alert that bitch every single time. Niggas thought that.
Accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Played the Derwin. What? Okay, Derwin, nigga. We got Isaiah Simmons.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Oh, he better double team him. Oh, he better double team him.
There's Wilson to throw.
Oh, that's a touchdown.
Deep ball for Goodwin.
Go get that, Goodwin. Go get that. I got here rush end zone. Y'all should have knew it was over. Stop doing it.
Marquise Goodwin.
Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7. Steelers nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Get down there, Bobby.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Gonna give this time to the tailback.
Fucking run the ball.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Dumbass plug. Let's go. We're going to get right back the fucking ball. Go. Come on, son. Let's get to another play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Give me another pick.
And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Marquise Goodwin over here, 97 speed. I got my nigga fucking
Take it inside
Henry Ruggs over here, 99
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Hey, touchdown, first play on my mama. Oh, my mommy.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Over there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Steelers nothing.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
Justin Jones.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pick.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Too little.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Stop fucking playing with me, Isaiah Simmons. We there. I love what I see. I said it. We love what we see. Get up in there. Get up in there. Get up in there, Isaiah. Stop playing with me, baby.
6 and a Charger TD.
Fuck a Derwin James. Fuck a Derwin James. Fuck a Rock. Fuck a Pop. Fuck all that.
That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone. Out there in a hurry.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
I see your deli. Did he see you though? That's just the beat this bitch.
Check it back, check it back.
The beat this little stupid ass. Like a pop. Let's go. Let's go. Got 9 seconds here. Bring him in.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Oh, bitch ass shit, okay.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Coaches must really, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks early, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football.
It's caught inside the 25.
Go get that shit, bro.
Go
get it!
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Good start. Touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? I'm not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they...
Bitch ass shit. You go challenge it, he didn't catch it, bro.
Connected. Instead, it's second down. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off.
Stop playing with us.
Good
shit, fucking Chris Harris. Good shit, Chris Harris.
It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Hey, that's another 20-year-old.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate.
I see you, Goodwin. We see you, Goodwin. It's a tub.
It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Steelers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line. Further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going up top. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And again, it's no good. A few boo-birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
Ooh. Let's go.
He Dumps this one off to Jackson, the running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
First down, Chargers.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll buy some time right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Again, Wilson steps away to his left.
Why am I going out for a route?
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
There's no blood pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Throwing again here, Wilson. That's complete, right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And goal.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Second quarter there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. I got you. I got you. 79 Bronco. Check 33. 33. Right here, right here. Hurt. Come to me, it's me. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Go, man. Go. Check Mike 19. Cut 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds Beckham complete. And he's taken. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And Boswell's kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in the 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with John Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Come on and get it.
And he'll take this into the end zone.
Yeah.
Do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
What it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on
So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down and goal.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, check back 15, right here. Let's go, tight end. Let's go again now. Like 6. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Mike 54. Mike 54. Coming to you. Coming to you. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 78 yards. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
What?
The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
What?
Man open, it's Goodwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Chargers.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wilson will throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for the...
That's caught. It's Gronkowski. Touchdown, Chargers.
Gronkowski.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They go play action now. Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Gonna get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Intercepted.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
His own 8-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
3rd and 11.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
What?
And now here is another interception.
I can't hear you.
Picked off around the 27. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
59. Steelers 24. Mike Badgley.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
59. Steelers 24.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
30-yard line.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. To throw again is Wilson. And this offense is running away with this one. Anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
65.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
first and 10.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now he'll let it go, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down the yard line. Wilson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
33. I'm coming after you.
And to give this time to the tailback. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Mike, check 30. All day. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Get that quarterback here.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. This game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock or try to pour some salt in the wound? And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Wilson. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off the play fake. Wilson. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. Another touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Gronkowski.
3 yards that time.
On the play.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete. It's Johnson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 25-yard line.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full 19-9.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws.
He's got a man, complete. 20, 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by David Long. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Wilson wants to throw it. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught at the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
Let's see what they do here.
Today's final score, Chargers 88.
Elite, yes sir. And he's a hitting X-Factor. That's nasty. A lot of good young players too. The whole team young. We all young. I like how Reggie played too. Reggie, you played great. You played very great, bro. Reggie Robinson, you gonna be great one day. Maybe Thomas, you gonna be great too. Bobby, I might trade Bobby. Lindo, I do like pretty great too. I think I can release this dude. I don't want nobody to have that 98 strength. We'll move my boy to right tackle.